Good morning, everyone. Ladies and gentlemen, please stand for the national anthem. Please be seated. Good afternoon. It's my pleasure to welcome everyone here today, students, faculty, family, and friends. My name is Eunice Santos, and I'm the chair of the Computer Science Department at Illinois Institute of Technology. Today is a wonderful day of celebration. In the morning, we had the university-wide commencement, and now we have the great pleasure to have the individual Computer Science Department commencement ceremony, to recognize all the students and graduates, your accomplishments, and to present you individually as a 2019 Illinois Tech graduate of the Computer Science Department. We are so very proud of all of you. During your time at Illinois Tech, you have probably spent more time with the students in this room than with anyone else. In fact, you probably spent much more time with your computer than anyone else in this room. And in fact, the running joke that many of you have is that you think that the deepest relationship you've had has been with your computer. But we all know that that's not true. It's the relationships that you've built with the students, with the people you've worked with, and with the faculty, and with your family that have helped put you through and get you to be where you are today, a graduate of the Computer Science Department. One of the things that we have looked at and that you should know about this department is that you join a wonderful group of alumni. Today you are officially an IIT graduate, and you join with the likes of Marty Cooper, the founder of the cell phone. If you went to the morning commencement, you would have met another one of our alums, Victor Tsao, founder of Linksys. The ex-CTO of Twitter, Abdur Chowdhury, was also a graduate of this department. What we want to see is the future that you will bring back to us and of the accomplishments that you will bring to us in any of our meetings of alumni. We see you as all part of the large computer science family. And from this day forward, you will always be a member of this family, and that we will always be here to cheer you on as you move forward in your career and in your life. I encourage you to stay in touch with the department and Illinois Tech and each other. Whether personally or in your profession, Illinois Tech and your fellow alumni are going to be a great lifelong resource. One of the things that you will find at the end of the commencement ceremony is that we have provided some gifts for you. One of them is an Illinois Tech Computer Science alumni pin. We want you to wear that proudly, and we want you to wear that when you come back for each of our alumni events in the future. Right down the corner is going to be our 50th year reunion of the founding of this department. We want to see you back, and we want to hear about the wonderful and great things that you will bring, that you have done in your career and that you have done in your life. We also want you to be able to help the others who will be graduating, because one of the great things about our department and about our alums is the way that we all help each other as we move forward. Today, our undergraduate, my apologies, I'm a little emotional. I'm so happy to see all of you graduate. I want you to be sure to know about how proud and interested we are to see you and hear about your futures. What we're going to do today is to start off with our undergraduate commencement speaker, who is graduating cum laude with a Bachelor of Science degree in computer science. At this time, I would like to ask Mike Se Lee, the Senior Instructor of Computer Science, to introduce our student speaker. Thank you.
Good afternoon, everyone. My first vivid memory of our undergraduate student speaker was from when he was seated in my data structures class, in the first row, roaring with laughter at some horribly nerdy joke I just made. I remember thinking, this kid has a really bad sense of humor. He's laughed at quite a few of my bad jokes in a couple of different classes since then, but somewhere along the way, he taught me much more than I believe I ever taught him. In a few short years at IIT, he co-founded and sold a startup. He helped revitalize our ACM chapter, and with it, he helped launch IIT's first major successful hackathon. He also helped the ACM organize numerous events with corporate partners and hosted a weekly learning group at Chi Hack Night. Recently, along with 2 collaborators, he was honored as a meritorious winner, placing in the top 7% of nearly 15,000 teams participating in the 2019 MCM-ICM, which is one of the foremost mathematical modeling contests in the world. But what makes me most proud to have played a small role in his education is that he is kind, humble, passionate about his chosen field, and about advancing that field in an ethical, inclusive, progressive way. He is always learning, always excited to learn, and consequently, he's a most wonderful role model and teacher. I am proud and grateful to have met him. I am proud to introduce your undergraduate student speaker, Winesh Kannan.
Since Professor Se Lee said all those nice things about me, I have to come out and just say it. I don't like 6th graders. They're the worst. I understand that you all are graduating with bachelor's degrees, master's degrees, and PhDs, but if it's okay with you, I'd like to talk about 6th graders for a moment. 6th graders can be merciless bullies. Some 6th graders emotionally attack and disparage their friends and classmates because they think it will make them look cool. And they don't even have Twitter accounts yet. Of course, I'm reflecting on a specific incident with some 6th graders. 4 years ago, I was volunteering at a middle school in Chicago, helping a new computer science teacher with her class of middle school students. The students were coding with Scratch, which is an approachable and creative program that allows students to build their own programs in a block-based coding language. One of the students programmed a game that asked players to guess the name of a country. When players clicked on the country, the name of the country would appear. To be clear, this is one of the 6th graders I actually like. The student told me that she got the idea for her game during the geography unit of her social studies class. I was impressed that she, in 6th grade, translated an idea from her head into code. And more importantly, that she persisted over many class periods to finish the game until it was working. I told that student, this is a great computer science project. And then the 6th grader next to her, he chimed in with, this is just Scratch. Real computer scientists use Java. That's the kid I don't like. Well, what do you want me to say? Good job with your creative expression of computer science, but come over here and let me tell you about public static void main. I was offended not just that this kid would bully his classmate, but that he chose Java. Java? Where did you hear that? Who told you that? Is this an Oracle-sponsored classroom? I think the worst part of the Scratch versus Java debacle is that if those 2 students make it to a university programming course, they'll hear from their classmates, industry professionals, and even some professors that even Java does not pass this mythical bar of true computer science. That's what pointer arithmetic is for. Many of you are already acutely aware of this kind of conversation. An anxious voice speaking in your head, trivializing your work as not yet worthy of the banner of real computer science. That voice was not always there. Some demoralizing interaction, no matter how implicit, placed it there. This is our field's version of imposter syndrome. The fear that you are not good enough, just waiting to be exposed by someone more experienced, presumably a Haskell programmer. This real computer scientist syndrome extends from 6th graders all the way to senior engineers and researchers. It might even start at a much younger age. I saw an advertisement recently for a toddler's toy that looked suspiciously like the Towers of Hanoi problem. After all, how can any 3-year-old grow up to be a computer scientist if they don't understand tail recursion from a young age? Real computer science syndrome is more than domain-specific bullying. It descends from a cognitive bias known as survivorship bias. To give you an example of this bias, in World War II, the Allied forces analyzed their aircraft to determine how to improve their defenses for battle. Their idea was to reinforce areas of the plane that had sustained the most damage: the wings and the fuselage. It wasn't a computer scientist, but it was a mathematician, Abraham Wald, who pointed out the crucial flaw with this plan. The Allies could only study the planes that returned from war. Their analysis overlooked extra defenses for the cockpit and the engine, because fighters who took hits to those areas never made it home. Similarly, for us to understand the impact of real computer scientist syndrome, we must pay attention to who is not in the room with us, not graduating with a degree of computer science today. Class of 2019, this is an opportunity for us to reflect on the narrative of what makes someone a real computer scientist, so that it does not harm us if others try to demean our work, and so that we do not accidentally pass it on to those that we mentor and coach in the future. I've collected some examples of the real computer scientist syndrome. And to collect these examples, I had to visit some of the most dangerous places on Earth, primarily Twitter and Quora. Some of these statements will sound absurd and seem obviously backwards, but you have been exposed to them before. And more importantly, the students who will grow up to be your collaborators, your teammates, and your mentees are hearing these right now. Here is a taste of real computer scientist syndrome. A real computer scientist would never look up code on Stack Overflow. Don't listen to people who say skills other than programming are important. Java is interesting, but it can get annoying after a while. A rock star coder is a person who can tackle really hard problems. Collaborating with people from other disciplines means you have not studied enough computer science. People who say they can build something overnight work hard and don't sleep till the job gets done. You will not be the best version of yourself if you do not know how to implement a red-black tree on a whiteboard. No one really cares if you explore interests outside of computer science. To show your personality, you should spend nights and weekends on machine learning projects. Not everyone is able to implement a perfect dynamic memory allocator. Your professors don't know how to stop you from procrastinating. Graduating from college does not prove that you are intelligent. Be cautious of people who make you document your work. Other engineers will look up to you if you commit many lines of code. Your work can be groundbreaking, even if you do not make sure that others can understand. Your grades, your grad school, and your salary determine the kind of person you will be, not the experiences you shared with your classmates and professors. Congratulations. Thankfully, these statements are like a linked list. We can reverse them in linear time. Here are the exact same lines, but in reverse order. The experiences you shared with your classmates and professors determine the kind of person you will be, not your grades, your grad school, and your salary. Make sure that others can understand. Your work can be groundbreaking even if you do not commit many lines of code. Other engineers will look up to you if you document your work. Be cautious of people who make you prove that you are intelligent. Graduating from college does not stop you from procrastinating. Your professors do not know how to implement a perfect dynamic memory allocator. Not everyone is able to spend nights and weekends on machine learning projects. To show your personality, you should explore interests outside of computer science. No one really cares if you do not know how to implement a red-black tree on a whiteboard. You will not be the best version of yourself if you work hard and don't sleep until the job is done. People who say they can build something overnight have not studied enough computer science. Collaborating with people from other disciplines means you can tackle really hard problems. A rock star coder is a person who can get annoying after a while. Java is interesting, but skills other than programming are important. Don't listen to people who say, never look up code on Stack Overflow. A real computer scientist would. I'm grateful to all of the friends, family, and faculty who have helped us reach graduation. The class of 2019 has worked hard to reach this point, but you were all computer scientists even before you earned your degree. You are not a computer scientist because of the algorithms you know or the programming languages you work in. You are a computer scientist anytime you creatively transform a hard problem into a version that you know how to solve. You are a computer scientist anytime you think adversarially to find and fix flaws in a system. You are a computer scientist anytime you create solutions for both machines and humans. And I was a little worried when President Cram and Provost Kilpatrick introduced the honorary doctorates, because they put our computer science graduate next to someone who, quote, created a more just and inclusive society, someone who banned sexual harassment in the workplace, and then computer science had the home router. The things that traditionally make us a computer scientist are not the only things we have to give to the world. They may be the things that the media and society and, of course, our institutional departments will fixate on, but we bring much more. Many of the supposedly real computer scientists have behaved like sixth graders. I look forward to seeing all of the ways that the class of 2019 will change our field. We have the opportunity to reverse the real computer scientist syndrome. I'm very grateful to all of the professors who have supported us. You may not see her often, but we are so thankful to Professor Santos for leading our department. We're also very grateful to Professor Edward Reingold, who taught so many of us what we know about algorithms and discrete math, the things that will help us defend our honor as real computer scientists to those who don't understand what we have discussed today. And to those of you who have come from afar to travel to Chicago for this commencement, when you fly back and you have a weird connecting flight that does not seem to be the shortest path, hopefully you will think of Professor Reingold and all that he has done to teach us about relaxing edge weights. Just like the longer edges of a graph in Dijkstra's algorithm, it's time for us to relax.
Vinesh, please come back up. We have a gift for you. Thank you for being our speaker. We would like to have the small token of appreciation and congratulations on graduating.
Thank you.
We will now have a graduate student, graduate speaker, and Professor Gadi Agam will be introducing him. Thank you.
So it's a pleasure for me to introduce the graduate student speaker, Anthony Koukas. Anthony joined the PhD program in 2013 after he completed his master's degree in Athens, in Greece. At IIT, he joined the Scalable Computing Software Lab, and he was very productive in his PhD research. He published multiple papers. He also received the Best Graduate Teaching Assistant Award in 2014. His research eventually led to a very large multi-million, multi-institution NSF award, and he's currently continuing work on this project. He's also the founder and president of the Computer Science Graduate Student Association. He was a volunteer of numerous ACM and IEEE departmental events. And overall, his contribution to the CS department and the university was multidimensional. So please join me in welcoming Anthony.
Dear faculty, staff, families and friends, and fellow graduates, on behalf of the graduating class of 2019, I say welcome to everyone and thank you for celebrating this special day with us. I would like to congratulate all students here, including myself, for graduating. I consider it a great honor to speak to you today. At the same time, it's a great responsibility. Preparing for this speech, I promised myself I'll stay away from graduation cliches like we made it, we survived, simply because I don't believe graduate school is something one survives but experiences. However, I made no promises about using my own heritage to inspire you, so embrace yourselves for a lot of quotes from ancient Greek philosophers. You see, I'm Greek, and besides being loud and speaking with our hands a lot, we like to think deeply about not only the what and how, but why we do certain things, like going to graduate school, for example. Reminiscing about our time here as Illinois Tech's computer science graduate students, there are a plethora of words that can be used to highlight the events, the trials, and our feelings. Ideally, I should tell you something that can capture everyone's experience in graduate school. But this is impossible. Everyone is different with wildly different backgrounds, ethnic and racial groups, religions and native languages, constituting this amazingly diverse canvas of people our computer science department and ultimately America is. Everyone had their own agenda joining grad school, whether it was to further our professional development, to pursue our interests in more depth, or to contribute to world's knowledge, which therefore shaped our unique experience in this school. But besides our different agendas, we are now bound by universal truths, and we're connected by speaking universal languages. We ought to embrace our differences and use them to make the collective a better place to be. This is something I've learned here since day one. Allow me to share my experience at Illinois Tech, hoping it will resonate to many of you, since a large body of the graduates are international students. When I left Athens, almost 6 years back, I wasn't sure what I would get in return. I was excited, but at the same time, a little scared of the new reality here. I had seen countless American movies and TV shows, and I thought I sort of knew what I would encounter. But, and I'm sure a lot of you may felt the same way at one point or another, nothing prepared me for experiences like dealing with the imperial measurement system, for example, or getting used to holding the door open behind me for total strangers, constantly saying, "I'm sorry," or "excuse me," or even tipping at restaurants and stores. That was weird. I remember a friend was telling me, if you're ecstatic about your experience, you should give this much tip. If it was okay, just give them this much. Even if there was a bug in your food, you still have to give them a tip. But be careful, because you should only tip on the total amount before taxes. I was like, wait. This is even harder than the algorithms classes by Professor Kapoor and Professor Kalinescu. What about our experiences in the city of Chicago? Surviving the stormy, cold Chicago winters and the polar vortex, which I thought it was a new flavor of Gatorade. Learning the difference between a soda, a Coke, or a pop. There's a hint, there's none. I knew I was in grad school when I kept promising myself in the beginning of every semester that I'll start using the sports facility and the gym at the Keating Center, but never actually found time to actually do that. I kept trying to convince my friends that coffee is a major food source, one that can be turned into source code. It never did. Trying to figure out what a dissertation actually is while I was working on one. I then realized that no one else seemed to know either. Finally, being the living meaning of the word procrastination. Thank you, Netflix, for that. However, besides those things, those little things, this city and this school was an exciting place to be. Being here gave meaning to some expressions such as life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness from the Declaration of American Independence, or land of the free and home of the brave from the American national anthem. During my time here in Illinois Tech, I interacted with amazing people such as all of my fellow students here, inspiring faculty. I worked with cool companies like IBM, Google, and Intel, and I collaborated with amazing organizations and institutions such as Argonne National Laboratory of the Department of Energy and NASA. And yes, that's NASA, it's so cool. The famous Morpheus from the Matrix movie said, "Everything that has a beginning has an end." I urge you all to remember this when you find yourselves in unpleasant situations, such as that term project you never wanted to be part of, or that excruciating job interview you're afraid of taking, because there will be an end to that. You should also remember it in happy moments like today. Learn to cherish these memories and be grateful for our small victories. Aristotle said, if you don't like the answers, ask different questions. And I would like to interpret this by saying something quite unexpected and maybe possibly controversial. Quit often and quit early. And yes, I said quit. I cannot tell you how many times I started a new research project during my PhD that led nowhere. I wasted months of work just to finally see that that topic was not very fruitful and it couldn't lead to a publication. If only I was brave enough to quit it and move to something better, faster than I did. Society thinks of quitters as losers, but in reality, quitting is a sign of higher intelligence and education. Today, in our graduation, we all ask ourselves, how can I be happy? We now have this fancy new degree. How can I use it to make myself happy? A lot of you have already lined up jobs and various gigs. Please ask yourselves if you're truly happy doing them. If the answer is not really, I encourage you to quit early and try something different. Don't continue doing something because of pressure from peers and society. Find something that you're really good at and enjoy doing. A word that captures this journey is the word genius. Now, genius has come to mean something very particular in modern English. We think of genius of someone who's really good at something, who's the best. But if you go back to the roots, the word genius used to mean something different. It referred to the essence of something. So it's not a question of are you a genius, but what is your genius? Education and the skills we acquired here can take us this far. It is up to us to find our genius. Day by day, what you choose, what you think, and what you do is who you become, as Heraclitus said. I would like to close my remarks by quoting Epictetus, and that's the last quote from Greek philosophers for today. Make the best use of what's in your power, and take the rest as it happens. This little truth helped me navigate graduate school, and it's the one thing one thing I'll keep with me moving forward. Make your best effort to nail that job interview, to submit that academic paper on time, to deliver your code by the deadline. We cannot control whether the conference will accept our paper or that hiring manager will extend us an offer. We must only worry about things we can control. Regulating stress in this modern world, especially in tech that moves so fast, is key for a well-balanced life. Once again, congratulations to all of us. Now that we have graduated, now that we don't have any student discounts in stores and online subscriptions, I call upon all of you to lead a happy, successful life and give back to less fortunate members of our society. Appreciate your own accomplishments, but also respect the sacrifices your families, parents, partners, friends had to make to support you in this journey. I want to personally thank this computer-science department for the education it provided, my PhD advisor for his tremendous support, and lastly, my support system, my friends and family, for sticking with me till the end. Thank you for your time, and I wish us all good luck.
Anthony, you're so tall. Thank you for your wonderful speech and a token of appreciation from the department.
Thank you.
And now I'd like to introduce Professor Rob Ellis, who is the Associate Dean of the College of Science and also Professor of Applied Mathematics, to come and speak a few words in lieu of the Dean Xiaofan Li. Thank you, Rob.
Thank you, Eunice, for the introduction. I think I'd like to sit down and hear from some more students. Very nicely done. Thank you. I'm Robert Ellis, Associate Dean of the College of Science. I thank you for joining us today as we celebrate the hard work, perseverance, and accomplishments of Illinois Institute of Technology's graduating class of 2019. Welcome, graduates, and congratulations. Through your determination, focus, and talent, you've made it to this day. Welcome, faculty and staff. Through your wisdom, instruction, and guidance, these graduates are prepared to answer new challenges that lie ahead. Welcome, friends and family. You've traveled from Illinois, from across the country, from India, from China, across the world. We're honored by your presence. Through your love, support, and today's graduates have the imagination and strength to discover their dreams and pursue them with passion. Graduates, I invite you to please take a moment, turn, and express your gratitude for the love and support your family and friends have granted you. Thank you. I'm a mathematician who computes rather than a computer scientist, so I hope you'll indulge my perspective a few minutes. A bunch of you went through my linear algebra, probability, and civic analytics classes. It was nice to see you again in the reception room to catch up. One of you even showed up for the final without taking the class. Some of you have been in my office to hash out plans for the future. And as faculty, we've been watching you, encouraging you along the way, teaching you and learning some new tricks from you. And we are thrilled to be here with you to celebrate. You now have the proud title of Illinois Tech Computer Science graduate. You've been through the crucible, you've built the Arduino clusters, the GitHub repositories, the full stack websites, and won the Hackathon Awards to attest to your skills. You've got the fundamental knowledge that will allow you to rise above the year-to-year fluctuations of your discipline. When artificial intelligence makes low-level coders obsolete, you will still be employed. We believe in your skills and your potential. And so I charge you today, graduates, to go forth and solve important problems. Build the next generation cloud database and computing infrastructure to enable further advances in science and e-commerce. Write the next wave of quantum algorithms and keep them in your back pocket for the day when quantum supremacy arrives. Analyze and visualize data from the Chicago Data Portal to reveal inefficiencies and inequities and promote civic change. Other problems are more difficult to frame. The torrents of data used to train machine learning models and to support artificial intelligence can hide bias in subtle but destructive ways. How can we detect, quantify, and control bias when throughput is measured in terabytes? Or when the target is a human being, whether it be deciding whether to issue a loan, or picking which version of an advertisement to display, or determining the length of a prison sentence. Another challenge is the persisting gender gap in computer science education. According to the NSF, women earned computer science bachelor's degrees at 2/3 the rate of men in the mid-1980s, but now at only 1/3 the rate of men. African American and Hispanic and Latinx groups are underrepresented by 1/3 or 1/2, and the rates that African American and Hispanic and Latino women earn computer science degrees are so much lower as to be their own call to action. A huge number of our colleagues are missing, and so are their contributions. We should tell 6th graders it's cool to program in Scratch. We should promote computer science to all students in all middle schools and high schools. We should call out bias when we see it and guard against bias that can creep in just because we have a different experience. Graduates, you have skills, you have problems to solve, you have inequities to correct. The choices you make matter. Algorithms matter. Should you optimize a news feed for clicks or protect against inflammatory content and fabricated news? Machine learning models matter. If you have a machine learner that detects cancer, should you use it on a population you never even studied? We've seen what happens when bad choices have been made. From Cambridge Analytica's intrusive data mining, to AT&T's selling of mobile device location data, to Google's failed AI ethics board, to Amazon's battle with Illinois lawmakers to keep devices from listening to our conversations. Alexa and Siri, vote yes for Illinois Senate Bill 1719. It's a long list, and it continues to grow. It's easy to adopt a relaxed ethical framework while immersed in it. It's tempting to promote self or profit or merely expediency over all else. As you navigate your way through the tech world, rely on your own morals to guide your judgment, even if they conflict with questionable ethics imposed on you. Be the patient, determined example. Beyond preserving your own character, you might reshape the ethical framework of your workplace. More pragmatically, have a couple of months' expenses in the bank so you can walk away before compromising your values. You're computer science graduates. That's not going to be hard. These are difficult assignments, but when was the last time you got an easy assignment from anyone at Illinois Tech? You have the technical skills. Listen to your conscience, and I'm confident that you'll find your way. Finally, I leave you with some bits of advice. Always find new ways of thinking. The tech profession changes quickly. Therefore, you must adapt to these changes and learn new skills in order to thrive. Stretch yourself, soak up new skills. Work in a team and value diversity. You'll grow as a result. Encourage the next generation of computer scientists and open yourself to listen to their fresh new perspective. Stay connected to the friends you've made here and share experiences. Don't forget to come back to visit us or drop us a line to tell us how you're doing. You're part of the Illinois Tech community and we're proud of you. So graduates, go forth. Apply your determination, focus, and talents. Rely on the wisdom, instruction, and guidance of your professors. Lean on the love and support from family and friends. Do this and you'll accomplish great things. Thank you.
So at this time, we will begin with the conferring of individual degrees. The name of our graduates will be announced in alphabetical order, and I would like to ask Professor Kyle Hale of the Computer Science Department to read the names of the Bachelor of Science degrees. We will proceed with the bachelor degree students first, then co-terminal students who are receiving joint bachelor's and master's degrees, then the master degree students, and finally the PhD students. Please hold your applause until all students have been recognized for their degree. Will the candidates for the degrees of the Bachelor of Science in Computer Information Systems and the Bachelor of Science in Computer Science please rise? I have the honor of granting you the degree of Bachelor of Science in Computer Information Systems and Bachelor of Science in Computer Science. Will you please come forward and receive your diplomas?
Lucas Peter Tresca. Syed H. Abbas. Tayyab Ahmed. Jihao Ai. Brendan Joseph Batliner. Rachel Simone Brooks. Amelia Crowfield Chelton. Patrick John Connolly. Kiran Rajat Dasgupta. Blake William Ehrenbeck. Jung Guo. Mohsen Syed Haider. Gyucheon Hyo. Miles Marcellus Hood. Philip Dan Hosu. Zhen Huang. Josiah Hunt. Sanjin Ibrahimovic. Jiarui Jiang. Akil John. Mahmoud A. Kahak. Huzair Kalia. Winesh Girish Kanan. Bori Kim. Haosheng Li. Hyesu No. Kashku Atangulga. J. Shailashabai Patel. Paz. Victor M. Paz. Paulo Alejandro Ratti Tamayo. Syed Muhammad Hassan Rizvi. Philip Kandatil Sujaimon. Soren P. Spignall. Manish Suthar. Tiffany Tobiasen. Harris Udin. Tra Lam Tan Vo. Tapeshwar Singh Wazir. Chi Run Calvin Wong. Minhua Xu. Chi Guang Yang. Xinyun Yun. Xiaosong Zhan.
Please join me in congratulating these graduates. Now, I would like to ask the candidates for the Bachelor of Science in Computer Science and Master of Computer Science degrees, and the Bachelor of Science in Computer Science and Master of Science, Bachelor of Sciences in Computer Science and Master of Science in Computer Science to please come forward to receive your diploma. Thank you.
Robert Stanley Utka. Amina Khan. Randall Min Kitwak. Christopher Abbas Milan. Alex Anthony Silagi. Michael Edward Walsh. Daniel Walter Wachowitz. Fatima Asfar. Alexander Scott Balmer. Stephanie Marie Vaccaro. John Paul G. Aldana. Amir Al-Saban. Juliana Janina Bonchak.
Please join me in congratulating these graduates. Now I would like to ask the candidates for the Masters of Computer Science to please rise and come forward to receive your degrees. Also, Professor Mustafa Belgic and Professor Kevin Jin will be reading names. Thank you.
All right. Let's have it. The name Yash Agarwal. Samil Prashabi Ajmera. Manuel Alamon Escalona. Alicia Anjum Alim. Raj Dharmesh Ambani. Rodrigo Aranguren Cormano. Ashish. Herik Jayesh Asmani. Bhagyashri Bhimsen Bagwe. Monali Vijay Kumar Balani. Fujita Bangalore Srinivasan. Krishna Bharadwaj. Sanjana Srikant Bharadwaj. Abhilash Tanaji Burse. Shreyas Bidwai. Siddhanta Biswas. Puneeth Reddy Bondugola. Jose Pablo Siricada Mecca. Aditya Sirana Chandrashekarapuram. Sai Chen. Roshan Chen. Yenming Chen. Hangshi Tai, Jingcheng Deng, Bhargavi Deshpande, Darshan Pankaj Doshi, Saurav Arun Dudulwar, Karthik Charanapayatna Mahesh, Thomas Gilles Eiling, Jamie Kernuda Garcia, Srivatsa Chelur Sivitara, Akash Gairola, Ashwin Kadamaji Giridhar, Ravi Reddy Ganarav, Alvaro Gulmar Garika Parga, Nisha Deepak Karamjandani, Chen Gong, Alvaro Gracia de la Rica, Champagne Guo, Chetan Gupta, Shashank Halgar Vishwanath, Sanath Reddy Leburu, Javarashni Lirajadan, Priyanka Subramanian Iyer, Nikita Jadav, Varanuditya Jadwal, Bhushan Kishore Jangul, Mohan Babu Jayaprakash, Ning Jia, Sanchung Jiang, Poonam Joel, Dinesh Karamjandani, Ranganathan Karpam Arumuga, Shama Kashyap, Asha Kergodu Shivapa, Priyanka Suresh Karate, Abhishek Maraliga Krishna, Aditya Paravanchitra Kulkarni, Subham Nandishkor Kumbhalkar, Yishang Ling, Pranali Kagare, Navneet Goel, Preeti Balaji Golegankar, Kavya Goli, Aishwarya Madbal Gouda, Srivatsa Hanasoge Chandrashkar, Sanket Sanjay Kishir Sagar. Khushbu Murgander Shah. Vamsi Krishna Kotapali. Milap Anil Jumkahwala. Keyu Ma. Xinghang Ma.
Yuan Ma. Agna Madat Deveswani. Diego Martin Crispo. Brijesh Mukhanhimba Mamwani. Prayut Mayank. Mayera Paswakuma Mehta. Pooja Yogan Mehta. Sushimata Kentubania. Azlavania Centers. Kinavashi Shankar. Vebham Sharma.
A little closer. It's not loud enough. A little closer when you're reading.
Vivek Sharma. Ishwari Deveneska Kumar Shila. Yatin Shinga. Ista Shinha. Lucy Shinha. Shubham Ranjendra Sumari. Aboli Dilip Sonawan. Rupashi Shriwana Mothi. Bhuvana Sabrani. Milwaukee Suga. Sabari Suresh. Marina Torres Gomez. Paz Garissa Peto. Romeo Katan Kuma Peto. Aninka Anam Powell. Mohan Prasad. Shirana Rajapulam Elagovan. Sharini Jain. Siha Mita.
Haley Modi. Zaman Fasil Rahime Mohammed. Javier Moreno Sanchez de las Metas. Makesh Kumar Madredi. Gohem Muruku Niranjan. Deepak Godavan Mohadran. Elguado Alati Aguania. Chen Yue Gu. Pratik Manash Parab. Arok Rao. Ritesh Narayan. Ambitendra Sexna. Mriduna Tunga. Semrudi Amka. Snehal Prajapi. Mahel Kamash Pawari. Harem Vijay Atwa. Avinash Valeni. Niharika Maristi. Yi Chen Lai. Srajan Rajendra Shreka. Minaski Rachamadran. Eloy Ramirez Hernandez. Chirag Prasta Rao. Animesh Patni. Nidhi Shiranjapa Trivedi. Harsh Bipin Tenka. Chanchel Yavel. Ashri Regenda Wa. Panit Pal Sai. Haril Panjanka Vivas. Shashank Yama. Goku Monday Ramesh. Ahil Suradivara. Samruda Potni. Xin Yi Xu. Yu Dongwu. Kashubi Harish Patel. Ankush Vema. Ayushi Yalpesh Patel. Shinha Priviham Viman. Suchinta Krimahim Patel. Ruvik Magambahim Batek. Pooja Hemankumar Patel.
Please join me in congratulating these graduates. Will the candidates for the degree of Master of Data Science please rise? Please come forward to receive your diploma.
Yeah, I think we need to leave the deal closed. We did not hear anything.
Okay. Masters of Data Science, please come forward. Professor Bogdan Korel will be reading names. Thank you.
Thank you. Dylan Arguelles. Hao Zhang. Changyu Zhao. Matthew Atupalil. Akarsh Bansal. Cristina Garrido. Sai Chamarthi. Bosco Chen. Anna Crosby. Marta Pombo. Sharah Ganka Paladu. Ashwarya Sambasivan. Tina Kant. Chintana Lakshmanan. Manu Shri Kumar. Nivedita Berla. Gnani Nataki. Mikhail Robachenko. Manminder Sardarni. Sohail Shaikh. Praya Mishra. Megda Lokanatham. Githanjali Vivek Anand. Jaideep Wabi.
Please join me in congratulating these graduates. So at this time, I would ask that the candidates for the Master of Science in Computational Decision Science and Operations Research please come forward to receive your diploma. Thank you.
Zbyszek Bardawacz. Pablo Lobato. Rohan Kathakapu. Daniel Morales. Juan Zheng.
Please join me in congratulating these graduates. Will the candidates for Masters of Science in Computer Science please rise and come forward to receive your diploma? Thank you.
Abhijit Mbekar. Chandra Basafaraju. Tomasz Bufagni. Janusz Nosek. Deepeng. Menjiao Tsai. Venkata Chala. Antara. Rashi Dande. Junji Fan. Shriti Gupta. Jun Ji Jiang. Linda Huang. Katrik Rajakumar. Ruxi Ma. Ganesh Mahesh. Bahar Radfar. Ejay Ramesh. Nilesh Jorvar. Ashish Ryot. Par Sarvan. Jun Zhang. Yifan Zhang. Ji Zheng. Yating Zhu. Fangzhu Jiang.
Please join me in congratulating these graduates. I would now like to ask the candidates for the Doctor of Philosophy in Computer Science to please rise.
Yeah, only two left, so. Behareh Arab. Komurlu, yeah? Keiner. Keiner Komurlu. I know Keiner. Chunhui Guo. Zheng Zhao. Pranis Tota.
I don't have a card. Antonius Kugas.
I know. Antonius Kugas.
Please join me in congratulating these graduates. Now, will all the graduates please rise? By the virtue of the authority vested in me by Illinois Institute of Technology, I confer degrees upon you who have fulfilled all the requirements in your respective fields of study, and I admit to you all the rights, privileges, and obligations connected with your degrees. Congratulations. Please be seated. Now, our department has a tradition of recognizing our students and faculty for their excellence in research and teaching. Today, I would like to present these awards. We will begin with the Best Student Paper Award, followed by the Best Undergraduate Teaching Assistant, the Best Graduate Teaching Assistant Award, and the Teacher of the Year Award. Let's start with the Best Student Paper Award. We have two winners this year. The winners are Su Feng and Mohit Hota. Mohit will not be attending. Sue, will you please come forward to receive your award? Oh, I'm sorry, Mohit is coming and Sue is... Congratulations, Mohit. Thank you, Mohit. For the Best Undergraduate Teaching Assistantship Award, the winner is Amelia Shelton. Amelia, please come forward to receive your award. Congratulations. Please join me in congratulating Amelia. For the Best Graduate Teaching Assistantship Award, we have two winners, Hao Hua Du and Xiaolong Wang. I believe that Hao Hua is not here today, but Xiaolong is. Xiaolong, can you please come forward? Congratulations. Please join me in congratulating our winners. For the Teacher of the Year Award, the winner this year is Professor John Hanrath. Please, John, can you please come forward? Please join me in congratulating Professor Hanrath. We are now at the close of the ceremony. I want to thank each of you for attending, and I extend my most sincere congratulations to our graduates today. It has been truly a great honor of our faculty to teach you, inspire you, and to get to know you. We are honored to have you among the alumni of our CS department and extend our best wishes for a lifetime of fulfillment and success. Thank you for your attendance this afternoon. This concludes this commencement ceremony. We ask that you please remain seated until the CS faculty procession leaves the room. Thank you and congratulations.